Yo, what is going on, guys? With the recent release of Duelist Nexus, I decided to take Rescue Ace to locals, and I ended up winning. So I figured I'd go over my deck, uh, just in case you guys cared at all. We'll start with 3 Rescue Ace Hydrant. Obviously, it's the best card in the deck. It facilitates all your plays. It allows you to activate Rescue Ace set traps and quick play spells on your turn. Yeah, searches any Rescue Ace, and it just gives all your back row extra effects. Next, we have the normal summon in the deck. 3 Rescue Ace Airlifter. Adds you any Rescue Ace spell. More often than not, you're searching the new spell with this, which we'll get to in a minute. Next, we have what I think has been dubbed the in-archetype hand trap. Rescue Ace Impulse. So, more often than not, off of this, you are summoning Fire Attacker to allow you to draw on your opponent's turn, or you're summoning Fire Engine on your turn to just facilitate your plays, so you can extend an OTK. Now, this is a bit different to other lists that I've seen, but I'm actually playing 3 Preventer. I am running Small World in this list, which we'll get to in a minute, so just having some extra bridges I thought was a really good idea, and it definitely came up and was very useful. We're on 2 Turbulence, the boss monster of the deck. Sets 4 back row, it's 3k, 3k. A lot of times this has allowed me to OTK my opponents. Oh, that reminds me. No, we'll get to it when we go through the side deck. Now we're on 3 Emergency. Ironically, this is the E-Tally of the deck, the emergency teleport, but summons any Rescue Ace from deck, and then you just have to tribute a Rescue Ace in hand or field down afterwards, but that doesn't matter. Now for the one-ofs, we play 1 Alert, 1 Rescue, 1 Contain, 1 Extinguish. These are good cards. You don't want to see them in your opening hand, though. You just want to be setting them off of Turbulence. The traps, absolutely insane, especially when you've got Hydrant on board. This means that, so this pops a monster, but then if you have Hydrant, you just cannot activate the effects of monsters that name that turn. This negates a monster, and then stops it from being used for an extra deck summon. This is Monster Reborn. If you control Hydrant, you can summon from one from your opponent's grave. And then this is Add Back from Grave, or if you control Hydrant, it's just Reinforcement of the Army for the entire Rescue Ace core. We also play 1 Rescue Ace HQ, 1 1-for-1, and 1 Reinforcement of the Army. Obviously, HQ is part of the core. 1-for-1, just another way to summon out Hydrant, and Rota, a way to search into your starter of Airlifter or into any of the other warrior names. Right. We are on Small World. A lot of people are playing Prosps. I can't really afford Prosps at the moment, so we're playing 3 Small World. But because of this, we are also playing 1 Regulus and 1 Doom Incarnate. Doom Incarnate being a fire, can be searched with basically anything in this deck. Regulus being machine, it's basically the same. Now onto the hand traps. We play 3 Ash, which not only is this probably one of the better hand traps of the format, it is also the best Small World bridge in this deck, as it's a fire, and it basically shares nothing else with the rest of the deck, apart from Hydrant, as it has 0 attack. We also play 3 Veiler. Again, very good hand trap. It's also a very good Small World bridge into Kurikara, or even if starting it, you can use this, go to Ash, and then go to any of your Rescue Aces. And then 3 Imperm. It's just a good hand trap. We'll go on to the extra deck. Didn't use it much during the tournament, but we got the main 2 cards that you have to play, I think anyway, is Proxy F and Mud Dragon. So basically this just makes it so you only lose to Ash, because this deck surprisingly can play through Droll incredibly well. So the only 2 hand traps you would lose to, realistically, are Ash and Nibiru, but there are ways to play through it. And if we can't play through it, we play the 1 Baguska, because you always need plan B. For the Link 1s, we play 1 Almirage, 1 Anima, and 1 Link Garibo. Just allows you to facilitate your plays, really. If you have to normal summon Hydrant and you've got nothing else, you can then use these and start Link climbing by putting Rescuer's names in grave. We play the Sunlight Wolf. I would say it's arguably better in this deck than in Salamangreat, but let me know in the comments what you think. 1 Heater, we're playing Fire deck, obviously. 1 Nightmare Phoenix, it's just a good Link 2. And the IP Masquerader, which is arguably one of the best Link 2s left in the game that isn't banned. For the Link 3s, we're on Topologic Trisbana and Nightmare Unicorn. Nightmare Unicorn, summoning off IP, also use it to make access code. Trisbana is very good removal. And then Link 4s, which, to be honest, I've only ever summoned one of them during the tournament, which was access code. Apollos is very good if you open good hands and you're able to extend all the way up to it, but access code is just really good for the OTK. Although, again, it's not necessarily needed because this deck has a lot of high attack monsters. And then we play the 1 Underworld of the Goddess, because some cards you just can't out. Yeah, and that's the extra deck. Now we'll go on to the side deck. So we play 3 Droll. Fairly simple. Droll's just going to be insane next format, especially with all the synchro decks and whatnot. We play the 1 Pank and the 1 Former Power 5 Rainbow Magician. I'm still on this because there are a few people at my locals that still play Super Heavy. And it's a searchable off of Small World. We're on the Pank because Pank's good. And again, it's searchable off of Small World because it's got 0 defense. This card won me the final, and it is 3 Forbidden Droplet. Now the reason I want Forbidden Droplet over Dark Ruler is I don't mind my cards being in grave so that I can banish them with Rescue Ace monsters. Also, halving the attack allows me to OTK a lot quicker. And I just think Droplet's going to be a lot better than Dark Ruler in this format, as long as Cash does not see as much play. Obviously, if Cash sees a lot more play, then I might have to swap it out for Dark Ruler. But we then also played 2 Lightning Storm, 1 Duster. Fairly simple. I would be playing Thrusts, but I just didn't see a reason to, and I didn't really want to go above 40 cards. We play 3 Dimension Shift. Sorry, not Dimension Shifter, Dimension Barrier. We don't want our opponent doing anything, and it's currently one of the best floodgates in the game. And then 1 Reinforce to help with the OTKs. It also adds back from grave by banishing, so you can add back your alerts and your rescues and your emergencies and whatnot. But it's in the side because it's not needed, really. You don't really want to be setting it unless you're going for the kill. So yeah, that's my Rescue Ace deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like and let me know what you think, and if anything you would change. Bye.